blind side.
The blind side.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's a good
favorite one, yeah.
Oh, what?
Wait.
In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cardinals will get us started with the opening kickoff. The Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time today. It's a basketball state. There's no question about that. But when they square off for the Governor's Cup, oh, football is big time.
Oh, it's so beautiful, too. And usually interconference rivalry game, too. It means a lot to these fans, and the bragging rights are rich.
Yeah, you're right, guys. It's not just horse racing in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. They play a big-time football game here as well. I've actually called this game before. These fans get hyped.
And he's brought down after a nice game. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now on 2nd down. The give on the inside. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. This offense has a 2nd down play. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Cardinals offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on it early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's right. He fires to the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side.
You gotta catch that, man.
Right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Fires to the big fella. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown.
Okay, I'm just going to go take a shower now. I'll be back.
Needed some momentum. They needed to
What
find
you
a
looking at
rhythm.
me like
What
that
better
for?
way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his play.
Should have done this on first day.
Got
Put
a
it
little
on the
work
back.
done on first down. Now back to the
That's
line.
cool.
No.
The give to the tailback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. It was the Cardinals in a beatdown of the Cats in their last meeting.
These are two schools obviously playing in different conferences, but winning this game matters, especially on the recruiting trail. That really helped Louisville last season.
Yeah, and especially winning in that fashion. Like, we're talking about what rivalry? Like, we own you. We own conference bragging rights. A lot of positives for Louisville a year ago.
Looking to throw, it's right. He unleashes a long one. And they will make the connection going for the big play. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Now the play fake. Coming after it. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On second down, wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over or move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him.
Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Feeling some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? Looking to take a shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, safeties in today's football now, it changes, right? You used to be big hitters that spin down all the time and have to play the run. Now with so much pass, so much spread, you better be able to cover. You better be able to have some speed. Great job sitting back in zone cover, breaking on the football, and going and getting that INT.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive back.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Rodriguez. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's right. Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds.
He's going for the big play.
Hey, bro.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it the other way. A veteran in this defense state. Welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the bluegrass state, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. So Kentucky's return team will have that offense backed up. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to go up top. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. That is what we call in the industry a rather inauspicious start.
No doubt. It's just the quarterback and his receiver not on the same page on that throw. You're trying to come out in the game. You're trying to set the tone. That is not how this offense envisioned this game opening up.
Running back searching for a hole. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's right. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Stone. And he'll pull it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This offense is so good, and they can execute so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Goes out of bounds at the 44, but sets his team up with a terrific return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Second down coming up. They go to the counter. At the 35, he's loose. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, one of the things I love about these misdirection type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David. You saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He's picked up 3 to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Music be so inspirational. It makes hood niggas turn into good niggas.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Scanning the field, it's right. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete. These two first met in 1912, and both have a rich history of stars. Johnny Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, and Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually and optically, you're right. This is a very good-looking rivalry game, but it's also good on the field. There's a lot of talent assembled here today.
To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Louisville! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touch. Right here, they could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That last completion sets him up on second down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps the play going. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his man. It's Rodriguez. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy.
And they will score. Touchdown, Wildcats. so much about the passing game. It's about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it. And now, the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense.
Hit the afterburners, kid. The 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. How about this change? Play it safe. Don't make a mistake deep in your own end. Suddenly you're in plus territory and on the attack. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
You don't see a lot of teams that are successful throwing the football in the snow, and obviously on that last one, got away from the quarterback, nowhere close to the intended receiver, and the defense able to come away with the INT.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Kentucky will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He turns that loose down the right side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Using the quick game.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He wants to pass it on second down. Quickly complete. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Looking to throw it again. Going for it all. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. got some room to run. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. And the timing just a hair off.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, all the tradition and bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the fight for the Governor's Cup. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this fight between Louisville and Kentucky plays out.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're going to ride this running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous. catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes.
He's going for a big play downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he showed... After using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run cleanly.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete out of the backfield. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? Going to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Trying to get to it. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
From the gun, the ground game. Touchdown, Kentucky! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdue. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. Back to pass, it's right. He's moving out of the pocket. He finds his man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Cardinals are on the move. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Setting up the screen. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They want to just keep throwing it. Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Lining up to add another.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back? Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Louisville!
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it? That time, Paula gets the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
To the ground with the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Can they catch him? That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cardinals! They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Yeah, you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
If you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
Well, they've got the lead. Did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll try to run for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Going up top on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. A strike downfield. He's off to the races. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Kentucky going quickly. Dialing up the second down pass play. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Quarterback will audible. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.